keep your little protests, get over it.
I've already appealed. I'm going to fight for my job back. I took an oath of office to fight for this administration. And although I don't agree what's happening or what's going on, please, I don't want to hear the negative stuff. I don't want to hear it. We're going through it right now. All us government, all us federal employees are going through it. So the negative stuff, it doesn't help. This sucks.
This is the perfect kind of example of a Trump supporter that I will not support and I will not meet halfway. Because this is someone who wants to skip the step of accountability. She voted for this man. She lost her job because she voted for this man. Yet she says she still supports this administration and wants to get her job back.
So I'm hearing that they're going to make us start coming to work. Like going into work. Like leaving home and going in. Like I'm gonna have to get dressed and drive there. I'm gonna have to deal with traffic. I'm doing the stress that this is gonna cause me. I'm not gonna be able to watch The View when it comes on. I'm gonna have to wait till I get home after work and watch it. And lunch. Do I have to pack a lunch now? I mean, come on! I may just quit. I think that's gonna be the only option, is just to quit.
In any company, when the company is overspending and is in debt, they have to slash costs. This is where layoffs happen. I am really confused at why we as Americans don't understand that's what's happening with the federal government and the thousands of people who are losing their jobs with the federal government. No one likes layoffs, but we are talking about the same employees that they begged to come back to work after the C word, and you absolutely refused. You didn't want to come back to work. You wanted to protest about coming back to work. You wanted to talk about how unfair it was to go back into the office when the government's paying millions of dollars a year for that. Your best bet is to take the buyout because you're leaving anyway. It's happening. We're cutting costs. We as a country are in trouble, and you would rather us running in the red than accept the fact that a few will have to suffer because of the actions that the administration that we just came out of put us in. They put us in situations that forced the hand. Or do you want us to keep creating more debt and more issues? I have so much empathy for the people who are losing their job. As an entrepreneur, I've been feeling it for a few years now with the other administration. I know what it's like to feel like, oh my goodness, what is happening? But the reality is, as a country, we can't afford it, and we have to. You need to downsize when the money is not there. You have to downsize. So keep your little protests, get over it.
Federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
About time. About time. Leave a comment if you agree with his actions.
Hey y'all, so there have been a lot of videos made that are making fun of the people that are either getting the request to come back to the office or forfeit their job, or the people that were just downright fired from their jobs. We have also seen plenty of videos of people that work for the federal government who have lost their jobs or are anticipating losing their job. And it's been on both ends of the spectrum, people that have voted for Trump publicly and people that have publicly voted for Harris. And then there's plenty of people that we have no idea. So just want to take a trip down memory lane and showcase those videos.
What does the public stand to lose with these widespread layoffs?
We are important and we do important work. We're impactful, and if you have questions or concerns about federal workers, ask one.
Hello. I was a federal worker who had 1 month left of her probationary period, and today I was told that I will be terminated at some point this week.
You may not be able to tell by looking at me, but I have cerebral palsy. I am this healthy because of therapies developed in the U.S. that helped rewire my brain after a stroke, allowing me to live my fullest life. My experience inspired me to become a scientist at the NIH, where I have developed new therapies to improve the lives of other children with cerebral palsy. develop a new understanding of how the brain functions. Now, as a result of these cuts from the Trump administration, I am prevented from continuing this research, even as an unpaid volunteer.
Hey guys, coming on with me to find out if I'll have a job or not within the next 2 to 3 months. Yep, you heard me right. 7 months pregnant, losing my job. And you know who I have to thank for that? Donald Trump. He put in executive orders that all federal employees must work in office come April 28th. And that's literally not possible for me because I live in South Carolina. The office I work for is in Arizona, and there is no regional office within 50 miles of me.
It was an illegal firing. My performance was good. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. I was even one of those government employees that went every day of the week. I had to report every Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. That was my tour duty, and that's what I served. And here I am. I was a Trump supporter. When he talks about government waste and all that, yes, I'm behind it. I believe there is a lot of stuff in the government that needs fixing.
Just got laid off from my federal government job. I don't know. Feeling angry. Very angry. I'm getting this comment a lot. I voted for Harris. It's very obvious if you look at my profile, you look at my content. I do not support Trump. I've never supported Trump. I most definitely voted for Harris.
So I'm just over here at the VA leaving from an appointment and find out that my wife was just laid off from the IRS for poor performance, even though she just yesterday received an almost perfect performance rating. Yeah, that wasn't me. We did our part.
I checked my government phone and I was like, I got fired.
You thought it was a joke.
Well, I knew it was real, but I was like, it was funny because wow, they did it. They actually did. This is happening.
Well, this is it, y'all. I have officially been laid off from the IRS per the executive order from Donald Trump.
If I have to be just bluntly honest, the way the federal workers are losing their jobs seems like a hostile takeover.
I lost my job on Monday. No, I'm not a federal worker. I work in healthcare and I work from home. This is not a small company. This is a company like United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Don't want to really specifically name my company, but yeah. So some of these healthcare companies depend on government subsidies to keep things going for their members.
Okay, so you've seen those prior videos of people speaking out about losing their jobs as federal workers or people that are in some way dependent on federal dollars. Now, we've seen 2 federal judges now order the reinstatement of those that were temporarily put on leave or they were fired by the Trump administration. Now, people are asking the question, though, do we still have to come into the office, right? Because that is a mandate and people are going into the office, but there are some concerns that people are raising. One, there's no space for people even work when they come back to their federal workplace. And then the other concern is just about people are not happy about there being more traffic, but yet people also want federal workers back in the office.
Well, y'all got what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted us federal workers back at work, and because we were at home twiddling our thumbs and playing tennis and golf according to Trump, and we ain't the only thing back. Guess what else is back? Traffic. It ain't like it really went nowhere, but it is 100 times worse than that. All I hear is horns and impatient people, heavy feet people, ready to get to work because they're already late. And now they gotta sit in traffic even longer because all of us federal workers that y'all was hating on and felt we needed to bring our tails back to work. Now you can do some work and Trump is getting rid of all the stragglers. We're all back. So now you're gonna have to get up a little earlier. You're gonna have to have a little patience. You're gonna have to sit in traffic a little longer. So get you a cup of coffee from the home before you get in your car, because you're going to be in there a little longer now. Because we back now. Y'all wanted it, and here you go. You got it.
I never realized how happy I was to get home so early until the federal workers came out here. And they back in the office.
12:37 hours.
No. Y'all are making my trips home an hour drive now. It usually takes 30 minutes. Now it takes an hour. I have no patience for traffic, bro. Like, none. Go back to remote. All the federal workers, please go back to remote. I think y'all forgot how to drive any damn way.
I'm going to work and I'm tripping. 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 I'm going to work and I'm tripping.
You must have on the beat, ho.